Hi, thanks for purchasing and taking part in these online yoga sessions that I'm providing. So just a couple of bits of guidance when you're doing this at home, making sure that the area that you're using to do your yoga in is as tidy as it can be, or if there are any objects like a coffee table or a sofa that can't be moved, or a lampshade above you, just making sure that you're aware of where those objects are and you're adjusting as you need to. Also as well, make sure that you're feeling okay before doing yoga. So if you're feeling ill at all, or you've got a headache, cold, or whatever it might be, if you're not feeling quite right, then maybe delaying doing your yoga practice until later in the day or another day. Take all of my instructions that I give you as guidance, so if it doesn't feel right or if there's any pain or discomfort, then only coming into the posture to a point that it's comfortable for you, or you can choose not to come into the posture, or you can choose to take a break as you need to. I will offer options and modifications to some of the postures, but if they don't quite work for you, then feel free to make further adjustments that seem sensible for your own body. So thank you for joining in and enjoy. Right, so we'll start standing with the feet hip width, and we're extending up. Allow the chin to drop slightly, and we'll close the eyes for a few moments. And then attention to your breathing, so we can feel and be aware of the expansion and contraction of the chest. Feel and be aware of the feeling of the air coming in through your nostrils and then slowly going out again. And from our standing position, we'll just gently lean forward slightly. So you're feeling the toes gripping into the mat to hold your balance. And we'll come back to center, and we'll shift a bit of weight to the heels. Back to center, forwards again, and weight to toes. And then coming back to center and shifting a little bit of weight to the heels. And then we're back to center. And from here we'll shift the weight to the outside of your right foot and forwards to your little toe, and then across the toes to the left foot, outside of left foot into your left heel, across to your right heel. So gently shifting the weight around the outside edge of your feet and across your toes, between your heels. And then back in the opposite direction. And then coming back to center. And if you've got the eyes closed, we'll open the eyes. So we do some forward folds back up to standing with our breath. So deep breath in. And as you breathe out, we're leading with the chest forwards, head hanging, arms, shoulders relaxing. Taking a bit of a bend in the legs if you need it, if you're aware of feeling that tightness in the calf muscles and hamstrings. And then when you're ready to inhale, we'll reverse this movement coming up. So as you come up, your arms hanging, your head is hanging until your spine is upright, and we drop the shoulder blades back. And we'll breathe in, extend up. Breathe out, lead with the chest forwards. Pausing at the bottom. And then inhale, rolling back up. And shoulder blades back. And we'll do that movement once more. So breathe in, extend up. Breathe out, leading with the chest forwards. Pausing at the bottom. And then inhaling as you roll back up. And shoulder blades back. Feet a bit wider than hip width. We'll pop the hands on the hips and circle hips. And then we'll go back in the opposite direction. And then we'll come back to centre. Bring the feet back to more hip width and we'll cross the left leg over your right leg. Raise the arms, right hand to your left wrist above. So we extend the left side of the body as we stretch to the reach over to the right. And then coming back up, arms down, we'll switch the legs. So take the left leg back, right leg crosses the left. Raise the arms, left hand to that right wrist, extending up and reaching over to the left side through the right fingertips. And back to centre. So we do that once more on each side. So we take the right leg back, left leg crosses the right, raising the arms up, right hand, left wrist, extending up and over. And then back to centre, arms down. And once more on the other side, left leg back, right leg crosses left, raising the arms up. Left hand to your right wrist, reaching up and over. And then we come back to centre, feet back to hip width, arms down. So arms to side, fingertips to ceiling. Deep breath in. So as we breathe out, bending the legs, forearms together in front. And next breath in, we inhale, come up, draw the shoulder blades back. Breathe out, coming down. Inhaling up, shoulder blades back. Breathe out as you come down. And inhaling up. We'll do that movement once more. So next breath out, bending the legs, forearms together in front. And then inhaling, straighten the legs, arms to the side, and then we'll bring the arms down. We'll step the feet a bit wider than hip width. So come into goddess pose. So we take a bend in the legs, raise the arms in front. Cross the left arm under your right arm. So keeping the bend in the legs as you cross, fingertips up, fingers to palms if you can, if your shoulders allow, and reach fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then keeping the bend in the legs as you take the arms out in front, right arm under your left, fingertips up. And again, if your shoulders allow, fingers to palms, reach up. And then we'll unwind the arms and we'll straighten the legs and step back to the top of the mat. So we're feet hip width, we'll take hands together in front of the chest. Breath in and out, breathe in. And out. Inhale as you take your hands up. Breathe out as you fold forwards at the waist. So head hanging, arms, shoulders relaxing. And fingertips to shins as we lift into flat back. Hands down on the mat as you step back into plank. And then all the way down. Extend your toes. Inhale as you lift your chest to cobra. Breathe out as you come down. Curl the toes under and we'll press up and back into downward dog. Step forwards and fold forwards. Inhaling up, hands together above the head. Breathing out, coming down. Inhaling, coming up. Breathing out as you fold forwards. And fingertips to shins as we lift into flat back. And then hands down on the mat, back to plank. All the way down onto the mat, extending toes, inhale, lifting cobra, breathing out down, curl the toes under, press up and back into downward dog. Walk the hands back to your feet to forward fold. Inhaling as you come up, hands together above your head. Breathing out as you bring your hands down, and we'll pop the arms down. Grab the feet a little bit wider than hip width, and we'll just loosen the arms up, loosen the body up by just swinging the arms through from one side to the other. Lifting arms a bit higher, so the arms across the face, fingertips towards the ceiling. And then allow your arms to drop down, feet to hip width, bend the legs, and we'll inhale as we raise the arms. Breathe out as they come down. Inhaling up, exhale down. Inhale, Exhale, inhaling, and allow your arms to drop down. So we'll step back to the top of the mat. So our feet are hip width. We are extending up. We'll come into chair pose. So we're going to bend the legs, raise the arms. Keep the bend in the legs, interlace fingers behind the back. Draw the hands away. We'll lead with the chest forwards, head hanging, working hands to the ceiling. Release the hands back to chair pose. So we take the bend back in the legs, raise the arms up facing forwards. Hands to prayer position. So we're going to twist to the left. So you're guiding your right elbow onto or towards your left thigh. And we'll take a stride back with the right foot to lunge. So your right heel is off the mat. Allow your right arm down the outside of your left leg, left fingertips towards the ceiling. From here we're going to transition to triangle pose. So we want the front leg, the left leg straight, and we're going to turn the chest to face the other side. So you're keeping the arms out to the side as you turn, left leg straightened, back of the left arm inside of your left leg, right fingertips towards the ceiling. From here to warrior two, so your left knee moves forwards, raising up, looking over the top of your left hand. And from here to lunge, so we're going to pivot on the ball of the back foot to allow the hips, the chest to face forwards, raise the arms. Take a breath in, breathe out, turning the chest, the upper body to the left, take the arms out to the side as you turn. Inhale back to centre, raise the arms. Next breath out, we're going to fold forwards at the waist, the arms come down, the fingertips point behind. Inhale as you come up. And breathe out to the right, arms to the side. Inhale back to centre, raise the arms. And then we're going to straighten the left leg and fold forward. So the hands either come to your leg or fingertips to the mat. So we just pause here for a few breaths. So as you're breathing out, you're imagining the head sinking down. You're aware of the feeling of stretch down the back of the left leg, and maybe the head edges a little bit closer to the mat. We'll come back up to lunge, so the left knee moves forwards, raising up. So have a go at warrior three from here. So we're going to press off the right foot, weight into your left leg, folding forwards, reach forwards through your fingertips. And then we're going to bend the left leg and step the right foot back to warrior two. So we've turned the right foot out, right arm behind, look forwards over the left. We're going to raise the arms up. So fingertips to the ceiling. We're going to lean to your left or lean towards the top of your mat. And then from here we're going to come to reverse warrior. So we're coming back, we're going to take the right hand down behind, turn the head to look up towards the left hand. And then from here we're going to come to extended side angle. So we're going to bend that left arm, bring it down to your thigh as you bring your right arm around. So we've got the left forearm on your left thigh, right arm alongside your head, fingertips reaching forwards. And then we'll come up to warrior two. Right arm behind, look forwards over the left. From here we'll have a go at the half chair pose balance, so the right leg onto the left thigh. So we'll take hands together, stepping up, right leg, left thigh. And then from here we'll step the right foot back to lunge. So the right heel is off the mat, we'll raise the arms up. Keep the left arm where it is. We're going to take the right hand to that right thigh. Take your gaze with your right hand. So you're looking down towards the right hand. And then we're going to raise the right arm, left hand to the left hip, and we're going to side stretch. So the right fingertips to the ceiling, reach over the top to the left. We'll do that movement again. So we're going to bring the right hand down to the right leg, take the gaze with it, raise your left hand up, left fingertips to ceiling. And then we'll come back to that side stretch once more. So we're bringing the right hand up, left hand to your left hip, reach up towards the ceiling, reach over the top to the left side. And then we're back to centre, raise your left arm up, facing forwards, hands together in front of your chest. And we'll step into tree pose. So we're pressing off the right foot, bringing your right foot to your preferred position, so don't worry about how high up. Fix the gaze. Taking your hands up, apart, out to the side, coming down, hands back together in front of your chest. And then we'll come up, apart, out to the side, back together in front of the chest. So we'll do that movement once more, taking the hands up, reaching up towards the ceiling through your fingertips, hands out to the side, back together in front of the chest, and then we'll pop the right foot down and take the arms down. Good, good. So we'll run through that again. So we're at the top of the mat, feet are hip width, so we're extending up into chair pose, bend the legs, raise the arms. And then we'll keep the bend in the legs, interlace the fingers behind the back, draw the hands away. So we're leading with the chest, the legs straighten, head hangs, working hands towards the ceiling, steady breath. Release the hands back to chair pose. So we're taking the bend back in the legs, raising the arms up as you face forwards. Hands together in front of your chest. Twisting to the right, so left elbow onto or towards your right thigh. And we'll stay in this twist as we take a step back with the left foot to lunge. And then from here, left arm down the outside of your right leg, reaching right fingertips towards the ceiling. From here, we want to come to triangle, so chest facing the other way. So as you turn, arms stay out to the side, straighten the right leg, back of the right arm inside of your right leg, left fingertips to the ceiling. And then from here to warrior two. So your right knee moves forwards as you raise up. We're looking forwards over the top of the right hand. We'll come into our lunge position. So we're going to pivot on the ball of the back foot to lift that left heel, hips, chest, facing forwards. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're turning to the right, so arms to the side as you turn. Inhale back to center, raise the arms. Breathe out, coming forwards, arms down, fingertips behind. Inhaling as you come up. Breathe out to the left. Inhaling back to center. Straighten the right leg and we'll fold forwards. So the hands are either coming to your leg or maybe a fingertip on the mat. Pausing here for a few breaths. So just seeing if you can allow that upper body to release. And notice if that head sinks down a little bit more. Couple more breaths. And then back to lunge, so the right knee moves forwards as we raise up. So we'll have a go at warrior three. We press off left foot, weight to right leg. And then we're going to bend that right leg, left foot back to warrior two. So we've turned that left foot out. We take left arm behind, look forwards over the right. Raising the arms up. From here to reverse warrior, so you're bringing your left hand down, turning your head to look to your right hand. And then from here to our extended side angle, so we're bringing the right forearm down onto the right thigh as you bring your left arm round alongside your head. Back to warrior two, so we lift up, we take the left arm behind, look forwards over the top of the right. Into our half chair pose, so hands together in front of the chest. If you can, left leg onto the right thigh. If you really struggle with this, you could do chair pose, legs instead. And then from here, we'll step the left foot back to a lunge position. So we're hips, chest facing forwards. So we're going to keep the right arm in the air. We're going to take the gaze with the left hand as we bring it down to the outside of your left leg. So just resting onto your left thigh. And then we're going to raise the left arm as you bring your right hand to your right hip. So left arm up, reach up towards the ceiling, reach over the top to the right side. And back to center, so we raise the right arm, left hand to left hip. Take the gaze with the left hand. raise the left arm, right hand to your right hip once, one more side stretch, reach up, reach over to the right, coming back to centre, raising the right arm, hands together in front of your chest, so we'll step into tree pose, press off the left foot inside of that right leg, taking the hands up, reaching up, separating the hands down to the side, hands together in front of your chest, and we'll take the hands up, out to the side, and down, back together in front of your chest, and once more, taking the hands up, out to the side, coming down, together in front of the chest, and then we'll pop the left foot down, keep the hands together. So we're at the top of the mat, we'll take breath in and out, we'll breathe in, and then out. Inhale, take your hands up. Breathe out, folding forwards at the waist, head hanging, arms, shoulders relaxing. Fingertips to shins as you lift into flat back. Hands to the mat as you step back to plank. All the way down. Extend your toes, inhale, lift to cobra. Breathe out, down. Curl the toes under, we're back to downward dog. Step forwards and fold forwards. Inhale up, hands together above your head. Breathe out as you come down. We'll do one more, inhaling up. Breathe out, folding forwards. Fingertips to shins as you lift flat back. Hands to mat, back to plank. All the way down. Extend toes, inhale, cobra. Breathe out, down. From here to all fours to hands and knees. So we'll press up to hands and knees. A few rounds of cat-cow to slow us down. So we're tipping pelvis back, back arches, head drops. Tipping the pelvis forward, taking your gaze forward. And we'll continue this gentle movement as we start to wind down this session. So we're inhaling, pelvis forward, gaze forward, breathing out as you tip your pelvis back, back arches, head drops. And then pausing in the flat back position. So from here, keeping your left hand knee on the mat, we'll turn the body to face to the right. So as we do that, we straighten the right leg and raise the right arm up, fingertips to ceiling. And right arm alongside your head and reaching forward. So we're stretching the side of the body. And then right arm up, fingertips to ceiling. And then we'll take the right arm behind the back. So the back of the hand gently pressing in the lower back as you draw your right shoulder back. Right arm up, fingertips to ceiling. Right arm alongside your head and reaching. And then right arm up, fingertips to ceiling. And taking that right arm behind the back again, draw the right shoulder back. And then bringing your right hand and right knee back to the mat. So we return to all fours. Turn to face to the left, so we straighten the left leg. Raise the left arm up. Left arm alongside your head and reaching forwards. Left arm up, fingertips to ceiling. Left arm behind your back. Draw the left shoulder back. And left arm up, fingertips to ceiling. And once more alongside your head and reaching. And left arm up, fingertips to ceiling, taking the arm behind the back, and when you're ready, we'll gently draw that left shoulder back. And then we'll return to an all fours position. And from here to seated cross-legged, or seated with your legs out straight if it's uncomfortable on the hips or the knees. So we'll place the hands on the knees, we'll extend up tall, lead with the chest coming forwards, popping the fingertips down, allow your head to hang. And from here, if you're able, you'll shuffle the fingertips away. And just pausing here for a few breaths. And again, in this position, in this forward fold, just seeing if you can Allow the upper body to relax, let go. Notice the head sinking towards the ground, towards your mat. And then shuffle the hands back to press yourself up. When you're ready, we'll change the cross of the legs. And hands on the knees, extending up. Chest move forwards, fingertips down, head hanging. Shuffle the fingertips away. Steady breath. And shuffling the hands back, press yourself up. Place the right hand on your left leg, raise your left arm, reach up. Through the left fingertips, reach over the top to the right side. And then we'll come back to center and switch. Left arm, left hand across. Reach up through the right fingertips, reach over the top to the left. Back to center. Right hand, left leg, reach up and reach over. And then we'll come back to center. Once more with the left hand across to the right leg. Reach up through the right fingertips. Reach over the top to the left side. And then we're back to center. From here we'll come to lying down, legs bent, feet flat. So we're reaching down with the fingertips, catch the backs of the heels. Feet are about hip width, and we'll allow both legs to the right side. We'll keep them on the right for a few breaths. As you're breathing out, you're imagining feeling the body relaxing into this twist position. Inhale, legs to center. Breathe out to the left. Keep the legs on the left. And then inhale, center. Breathe out to the right, gently from side to side for a few rounds. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. And then pause when you're back to center. And we'll extend one leg and then the other. We'll come into a relaxation for a few moments. So arms by your side, palms facing upwards, closing the eyes. Noticing your breath. Inhale, exhale. Body relaxes as you breathe out. Feels heavier, pressing down. take some deeper breaths. Moving your fingers and toes, and when you're ready, if you bend the legs up, feet flat, roll to one side, press up to a seated position. Bring the hands together in front and closing the eyes for a moment. So thank you all for having yoga as part of your morning. Hopefully it makes you feel great, gives you a great start to the day. Namaste.